nobody there. There's nobody there. Get inspired, Michiana. Wow, I got a frog in my throat this morning. So good morning. It is Friday morning, and we are here with Life Inspired Stories with Dale Nagel from the Inspired team.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for coming. And before we dive into Dale's inspired story, I don't want to forget to tell you that tonight is our Christmas party. So we celebrate Christmas, and you're all welcome, whether you want to celebrate Hanukkah or anything else, the Festivus from Seinfeld or something like that. But it's a fun party, and we'd love to thank you for being clients and friends and loved ones. And so come tonight, Ivy Court Inn and Suites, 5:30 to 8:30 p.m. tonight. And so let's dig in. Remember, Life Inspired is life was going along, then ... God intervened, and then now you're inspired. So tell us about your life before the 3 dots, Dale.
Where I want to start my story was about 10 years ago. I had a 20-year career in information systems up to that point. I had a daughter in college, a son in high school, and I started just to consider what's the rest of my career going to look like? Is this it? Is this what I'm doing?
And you kind of were bored or something like.
I just was a little restless. Like I felt like maybe I wasn't using all my gifting, and so I just prayed about it and was looking for God to move because I didn't know where to go from there.
So then ... God moved, and what did that look like?
I walked out of work one day and saw these new beautiful townhomes being built on the river, downtown Mishawaka, and I thought, how cool is that? On the water. Walking distance from town, maybe this is a place my wife and I could live someday as empty nesters. And so I went over there and talked to them and actually got an appointment with the developer and sat down and said, I'm an IT guy, never worked in real estate, but I love what you're doing here. If there's anything I can do to help, I'd be interested. And didn't hear anything for a couple months, thought, well, that was a good shot, but maybe that's not going to lead anywhere. I felt led by God to actually do that. Then they called me and said, we are doing open houses on weekends. We have 2 models. The sales agent could only be in one at a time, and said, we'd love to have you come out and sit in the other model home for us.
Right.
So I started volunteering to do that, and within a short time they said, we'd like you to get your license. A lot of our clients had a house to sell before they could move in, so being a licensed agent, I could help them with that. And that's how my real estate career got started.
Yeah, so then...
I met you during that time?
Yep, so God put you in real estate, and you didn't have to have your license to sit at a builder's open house.
Correct.
And but then they wanted you to be able to do more. And so I actually had a buyer buy one of your listings, I think, is how we met. Mm-hmm.
And I think that was around 2010. And we
I think so,
we
yep.
stayed in touch for a number of years.
Yep.
And when when the development I was working with ended, gave you a call and said, I'm looking to place my license elsewhere, and I joined the team. That was 3 years ago.
Yeah, I can't believe it's been 3 years.
Yeah.
So now you are inspired. God inspired you to do real estate. What else does your inspired life look like now that you, how does God inspire you?
I'm inspired every day by seeing how God, not only how He continues to work in my life, but how He works in those that I work with our faith-based team.
Mm-hmm.
It's great to see people commit themselves and see how God's working in their life. And then for me also, I've come to realize that there's not that one thing maybe that God put me here to do. I'm still in my IT career. I do real estate part-time. I'm a leader at my church. Still helping my kids as they move on into adulthood. And it keeps me busy, but God's showing me that I need Him every day to get all these things accomplished.
Right, right. So you've got a really full plate, and you have to wear a lot of hats, and that keeps you dependent on God, you told me.
Absolutely.
Yeah, awesome. Very good. Well, thank you so much for being with us and for being inspired. We are looking for inspired stories, you guys. If you know somebody that had a big event in their life that's really changed them, and now they're following after God's heart, and just, He's just done amazing things, and God's just using their story to bless other people. We'd love to share that story here on Life Inspired Stories on Friday mornings. We'll be here next Friday morning and 9:30 every week, and we'd love to share any stories. So you can message us right here on Facebook or email us at teaminspiredhomes.com. And thanks so much for watching. Have a great day, and Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Absolutely. Great. You did great. Very good.